Hey you guys, and welcome back to the Singer's Guide channel and the much awaited and requested Beginner's Guide to Belting. Ever since we put out all the soprano and high voice warm-up videos, we've gotten a lot of requests to come back here and give a beginner's guide to healthy belting that will not fatigue the voice, that will help you have a good sound, and will just keep you from being tired and let you sing all the repertoire that you want to sing. Belting is not something that you just acquire and pick up. It is a technique that you work on, just like any other skill or sport. The difference between belting and singing, let's say, classical music is all about placement. If you are singing classical music, you are singing, if this is your soft palate, here's your tongue, here's your nose, you're singing right to the top of your soft palate. I'm singing right in the middle of my soft palate. It's not forward or back, it's right here. Belting is very similar, except you are moving the placement forward towards the nose. So, if this is me singing this in head voice, this is me taking it forward. So head voice is taking it forward to belt is It's all about placement. A lot of people that try belting are screaming. Then they think that it's not about placement, it's just about projection and being really loud. Those are the people that will give up and not have a voice on day 3 of auditions, callback, or unfortunately, showtime. A lot of understudies that have done musicals that I'm friends with tell me that the people they are understudying don't have good technique and they are constantly going on for them. Don't be one of those people. Have good, proper belting technique and it will take you far, I promise you. So if belting is something completely new to you, I have another video I will link above in the cards that has a 5-minute belter's warm-up. But for a beginner, I want you to just try to find the placement. So I'm going to play something here. I'm going to sing some vowels. A, E, O, U. We're on the same note and we're singing right to the top of the palate. A, E. But now I'm going to move it forward as I sing the scales. A, E, O, U. Do you hear how forward that is? And I kept the vibrato in. If I wasn't going to do that, if I was going to sing that entire scale on a belting placement with no vibrato, it would be which I agree does not sound good, but it is resonant. It is getting me in a good forward placement. A lot of teachers and singers say when I belt, I sing through my nose, I sing out of my eyes, or what they call the mask, because the mask covers both your nose and your eyes. So one more time, I'm just going to pick a different exercise, a different vowel. I'll do a scale on ah. Once in a head voice, like I just did. And now I'll do it in a forward placement. Which again does not sound the most aesthetically pleasing to the ear, but it is getting you into that placement. So if I were going to take this into a song, I pulled up just a cabaret song by Scott Allen called I'm a Star. A lot of singers do this in like cabaret. If I were to sing a line in this in a head voice, it would be just one chance, just to prove to you I am someone. All head voice. But if I move it forward into that forward pingy placement, or we'll call it the mask, where it sounds like I'm singing out of my eyes with no vibrato, it'll be one chance, just to prove to you I am someone. Let me sing for you now, more than just 16 bars. If you give me a chance, you'll discover a star. So that was all forward placement. That was all belting. That last note, I could have done that in a head voice and it would have sounded like this. You'll discover a star. And it would have just been very head voicey. A lot of young singers will have low notes that they can belt, like, if you give me a chance, you'll discover a... And then they get to the high note, they have to flip into a head voice. They don't know how to move their placement just a little bit more forward. Give me a thumbs up if you're watching this and you know somebody that does that a lot. They are very good at belting or screaming in their lower register. A good indicator that a singer is not doing it in a healthy way is if they can only sing half the range in a belt, and once they get to the higher notes, they can no longer support that sound and they have to flip into head voice. It's either half the time technique or the other half the time they just don't have that range yet and they're young and it just takes a little bit more practice. But either of those problems can be fixed with practice. I will do that thing one last time. I will sing this section one last time. If you have anything you are working on and you want to hear it done in a head voice and then a belt, put it down below in the comments. I might do it in a future video. And if there's anything you guys want to see on these weekly Singer's Guide updates, let me know once again down below in the comments. But here's that last line I just did. I'll do it in the head voice first. If I were singing this classically, if you give me a chance, you'll discover a star. Which is not bad, but if you want to belt that and put a lot of power behind it, you move the sound forward. If I were practicing this and I wanted to have that ping to it, I would practice it in a nasally sound to get that sound buzzing in my nose and that placement, which would be, if you give me a chance, you'll discover a star. Which is right in the front. Then I can take the placement I just practiced and put it into the line that I am singing. In essence, I'll be singing that same line, I'll have it in that same placement, but I will remove that nasal sound. So I'm going to sing that line again. It's going to sound just like it did last time, but I'm going to take out the nasal sound. If you give me a chance, you'll discover a star. I need to get my nails done. I apologize for this sound. That will not be here in the future. But that is, in essence, a beginner's guide to belting. Leave me any and all questions down below. If I get enough questions, I will do a Q&A on it. We can do more lessons on this. We have future videos of high soprano coloratura warm-ups coming. We have a complete singer's breathing exercise to do every day to expand your breath support. And then whatever else you guys ask for, we'll get up on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.